Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back. We have made our way into wave number 6, the Heat 6. We're going to have Newbee taking on Team Secret here for the Dota 2 Asia Championships. We are into the meat and bones of the group stages, and things are looking pretty tasty. Team Secret, they're the kings right now. They have put together already a very impressive 8-0 record, now at the top of everyone, with EG recently going down to Na'Vi. They're at 7-1 in second place. If we look at the other side of this chart, let me scroll down my window. I got to scroll down pretty far here to find where Newbee is. Oh my goodness, 1-7. What has happened? It's, in fact, I believe what I've heard is that if Newbee are to lose this game, they are done. They will be in the bottom 4, and their journey ends here. And to go from TI4 champions to this is pretty surprising. And we also get a fun little storyline in that RTZ and Zai might get their revenge against this Newbee squad from TI4. Anyways, without further ado, I'm Coddle Guy, and of course I got my good buddy, Mr. Andrew Jenkins, here with me. Are you still awake? Sorry about the long delays, man. I'm sure you're pretty happy about casting this, aren't you? Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I've got the pleasure to finally cast Secret before, and they just executed everything very, very well. They're not going to have access to the Shadow Fiend on the Radiant side, and it looks like they're going to first prioritize getting a hold of the Axe, and for Newbee on the Dire, they get the Tide.
10 seconds to pick. 5
yeah, that does seem like the go-to. Wisp is also still out there, but I don't know. I feel like he favors Lycan a bit more on the Dire side, having the somewhat easier access to Roche, but you're very well right. I mean, it's RTZ. If they give him the option, just like he did TF4, he'll play Razor over and over and over again. But for now, they're going to pick up the Dazzle here. That seems to be Puppy's hero. Which is interesting. Normally, I feel like they like to wait before they get Puppy's hero. This seems to be like they have some sort of potential synergy maybe planned, or maybe they just like to have the idea of, you know, having the Shallow Grave with Axe, and maybe they can do some early creep cutting or what have you. So, interesting. Interesting start.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds remain. Dire's ban.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard hitter. So with that, on the other side now, they pick up the Viper here, so which is a nice counter to someone like Axe. You're able to kite him. He can't, you know, he can't really get in there close enough to try to get a hold of you. So there is a direct work right there. With this next set of bans, though, I wonder if they are going to look into prioritizing banning out maybe some potential RTZ heroes here.
Reserve time.
Okay. So what's his typically next go-to? If you can't have Lycan, you can't have Shadow Fiend. What's been his third? I know you said he picked Tiny one time, and there is still a Wisp there, but I wonder if there's maybe anything else that really stands out. I like that. That's like a nice little mini homage to like a good 1v1, so I love the Queen of Pain.
Radiance ban.
I'm sure that if they just feel like a certain hero fits, they'll just give it to the appropriate person. All these players are extremely multi-talented as it is. I mean, Kuroki showed that he could be a solid core position, well, you know, before they brought in these 2 new kids. So now back on his roots of support, you know.
Reserve time. Radiant team are now picking.
Certainly can. They have the 2 picks here if they want to do it. If they pick up the Wisp right here, then, you know, there's not much Newbee can do about it unless they just take a Tiny or something. But that would not be worth it to make the sacrifice to your own draft. So that's it. That is definitely feasible here. I like the ban on Brood because having the Brood and the Axe together in the same team seems to be a pretty potent combo. I've seen it already in numerous matchups, and it's something Zai has already run once before, so we'll see.
5
Maybe we'll get the
seconds
techies. The techies again? Yay!
Dire team pick.
It might be Zai. Zai just ran it earlier today in the off lane. But that means Axe could go elsewhere. But in these days, who knows? We just saw a safe lane farming Axe. So... yeah, well, it's the role swaps and the flexibility of the heroes that certainly doesn't help. So it's just like a crapshoot.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds remain.
Arteezy mid
Reserve
dazzle.
time.
Yes. Yes. Ooh, no. But, I mean, hey, I don't know how much value they put in going against a team like Newbee, who may have been the champions, but as of recent, they haven't looked that good. So they could just kind of do as they want. They, you know, EG did recently lose a game. Maybe they're going to go at this still very, very hard and try to just finish out their group stages undefeated. Who knows? So with that, though, the last ban being on what looks like the Enchantress for Banana. Well, Banana, I know he loves his jungle heroes. Unfortunately, last time I watched him, he played a Chen, and it was a struggle because it seems like every time these jungle heroes are picked up, it's just so quick for the other team to just go and counter everything out, and then they're crippled to hell, and that's what happened to Banana the last time he tried it. So I'm curious what they're going to fall back on here for Newbee, because they still need to get a couple of supports. They might, yeah, oh, Earthshaker.
Radiant team pick.
They're just like, we are going to go with what worked. Try it again. Maybe that's what we got to do. I've seen them try out the Yule Shadow Fiend on Moo before. They've been definitely trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. But it better happen now. If they don't get the win here, they're done.
10
so.
seconds to pick. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry. Reserve time.
Yeah. I'm thinking a Rubik might be a good pickup here, maybe for Secret, man. Now with Earthshaker, Tidehunter already out there. If they have Puppey indeed do the Dazzle, the more defensive support. Yeah, Viper is always a guaranteed Viper strike, so yeah, well, potentially could be that if they go for him. Remember also, Jug's still there. Troll is even still out there. They just completely ignored these two big prized grabs. So, I mean, if they want to go core, Jug and Troll are easy pickings right here. And that can help a bit with Bristleback, I suppose. And then if they want to go support, yeah. So, Kuroki could get us. You could still do a Wisp here in this kind of Wisp lineup with a Bristleback. It's been done before if they do go more core or Bristle. The theory crafting's coming out of my ears right now. I'm going crazy right now. There's tons of open opportunities here for Secret. Okay, the Rubik.
Dire team are now picking.
I mean, we already explained like what makes it so good, so it's not really a big surprise. But now you, well, you have your beautiful setup, and you get your signature Kuroki. They didn't make a set for him based on Rubik for nothing. He knows what he's doing with the hero, so.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds remain. Reserve time.
So what's happening in the mind of Newbee? Do we go, okay, we're at TI4. What worked then? What worked then? We have to get a core. What was the Luna? We have to go back to Luna maybe? They did it already this tournament. Maybe they pull out the Luna. Is Luna going to have a hard time here? I mean, with Axe interface? Oh, Luna Beastmaster. That sounds pretty sexy. Pick. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry. Radiance ban.
Jakiro. Oh yeah, and the liquid fire does also work very, very good on Axe. So he just got the whole package there. It's a shame he really fell off pretty damn fast. I mean, I was always joking about the recent foreheads, lineup here between the Ogre and the Jakiro, the 1-2 punch for supports. Every team was running it for quite a while.
Reserve time. 5 seconds remain. Dire's ban. Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds
That's
remain.
true. So it could come down to getting some early aggression out there, being able to scout out and see how the lanes are going to develop, and you can adjust accordingly. Newbee, you're going to do the ban out on the sniper here. And for Secret, this could potentially be their late game, their potential core here. The one and only Arteezy grab. So
10 seconds to pick. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
she got big frontliners here with Bristleback and Axe. And, well, Razor, he really wants to go back. All right, this is TI4 pretty much. Let's have my Razor match up once more against Newbee and see who wins in round number 2. So, okay, fair enough. He can definitely benefit from the lockdown factor of Axe, the slow presence of Bristle, and so can plenty of damage. But there's the Medusa. All right, how Medusa. Well, we'll hope that Newbee, if they made the right choice on this one, because they certainly need the win. If they lose here, pretty much their DAC life is over. Secret, well, they'll be pretty much in top contention without any sort of shredded doubt that they're going to be somewhere in the upper bracket. So will they end the road of Newbee, or will Newbee be able to put together a win and hope to be able to battle it out in what could be potential tiebreakers? It's just crazy to see how times have changed. And the players, they'll slowly get into their roles and positions. Well, thank everyone for coming by and hanging out here on Beyond the Summit 2. And make sure you show your support and hit that follow button, huh? Okay. We have plenty more action also to come. This is only heat number 6. We're going to have 2 more. The final matchup between EG and Cloud9 has been rescheduled to the Monday, I believe. I can't keep track of the days anymore, guys. There's just too much freaking Dota, to be honest with you. So with that said, let's go ahead and just go with the match at hand. Team Secret taking on Newbee. I'll lead out introductions here. Dire's side, it's going to be none other than the young prodigy Rabbit, who was bought for a huge lump sum of money to be added to this new championship Newbee squad. He's going to be playing your Tidehunter. We got Sanshang going to be playing your Earthshaker. Hao is going to be playing your Medusa Banana. On your Jakiro, Moo is going to be playing on your Viper. And here goes the early movement we were expecting, being able to read the potential laning here as far as detecting who's going to be where. And let's see, S4 is going to be on this Axe, just stalking each other. There's going to be the early sentry plant to block out the pole, and Newbee will kind of swarm towards this bottom root spot. Jenkins, you want to go to be the flavor and tell me about Team Secret right here?
Now, murder each other for my amusement.
We'll see. Bottom fish are going to be deployed, and it's going to be picked up there. Axe grabs it. Rabbit actually stuck for a little bit. It's going to eat a few extra pot shots there from Kuroki, and there we'll get the separation back. So it looks like Sanshang is going to be helping out, at least at the start here. Rabbit throws out the early block, and that will get the Creepilibrium by the tower so we can get some early XP in. And after that, yeah, Sanshang is glad to do that, pops of clarity, and he'll migrate his way back towards the top lane. So Medusa versus Razor. We wouldn't have seen this matchup though at TI4. How do you fare with the Medusa going against the Razor here? I feel like Arteezy should have the upper hand in this one. Couple shared tangos in the salve to help up, but yeah, he'll continue to whip her up, and she's going to have a hard enough time as it is turning around and walking away. So with a little bit of a movement boost, Arteezy could get it done. And what the hell? It looks like Rabbit got picked off bottom. Yeah, it wasn't technically first blood. He was just killed, but Secret do strike first. Rabbit, not too sure what happened there. It looks like just maybe a quick little call setup after a telekinesis gets it done. They're not letting up quite yet. Rabbit could still be in trouble here. Does get off the anchor smash, and this is very awkward right now. S4 is able to just walk him down and continue to chop him. This is looking like Secret being the bullies here in this bottom lane. Oh, they jump on in once more, and they get the call right on the creep, so the spins come on through. And with a few more right clicks, the fade bolt, the last possible second self-salve is going to get canceled, but that salve did save his life. But it is relentless here for Rabbit. He's got 4 tangos left. He needs to quickly use them on up, and S4 is going to have a nice breezy time here in the bottom lane. Here comes Kuroki. He's clarity on up. Maybe. No, he's not going to have time to be able to get enough mana for the combo, but a telekinesis is all you really need, dear. And if you time it out with the static link, that's going to get a lot of damage soaked. And, well, he waits. Puppy's also nearby. This could be a hate. Oh, How is still too close to the tower. They actually turn back and get it. Telekinesis. There's the whip. Instant reaction. As the rotation comes through, it's going to be Banana. Throws out the dual breath, and it's going to be enough to get them back. Ooh, New flies out there from Arteezy, but will not connect. He almost goes down to the tower shots alone, but now he will bottle up. So very touch and go play from both sides. No one ends up getting killed, and with the rotation from Banana, it looks like Hal's going to be fine. Uh-oh, here comes the fissure. Arteezy gets popped in the noggin with that, plus the ice path. Dual breath, very slow here. Mystic Snake, one more right click and he could go down. Do they have the fissure? Oh, they need more mana. He is still running. He can't even take the time to eat a tango. Oh, there's the fissure. He got the mana together with the clarity that was popped, and Arteezy does go down. Now even 1-1. Ouch. This is going to be a matchup he's not going to like pretty much all game. So he'll have to do his best to try to avoid this Viper and any sort of confrontation. Rabbit's back on bottom now. He's found his way to 3.5 here. If you look at the other side, S4 is level 5 on his axe, and he is wrecking with this already Executioner decked out cosmetic set. It's looking pretty gruesome. He's got 1,200 gold. He might just reserve up and see if he can get the fastest blink ever, at least for now. So just looking like dominance here. Oh, yeah, the Vipe Booster could be coming in right here. For now, we'll wait. What's his gold at? He's got 13. What did he buy? Come on, yeah, yep, there's the Vipe Booster. So you're right, good call on that one. So he's going to go with the early, meaty kind of a build in the Vanguard. Now we can really dive the tower without care. So do they make a last-minute rotation change right here? How's going to work in this top lane with Zai? Meanwhile, back on bottom lane, they're going to make the go on the Rabbit with that Vipe Booster. They wanted to engage, but double rotation, Fisher to lead it in. A lot of commitment coming out from Newbee. Kuroki splits off and cuts down through the trees to walk away from this one, and he might have slipped himself on out. Grabs up a TP scroll, will pop it, and he will make it away. A regular Houdini, if you will. Kuroki, what a jolly fella. And Newbee, all bottom, at a party where really there was no chicks at.
Dire Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Not this time.
Newbee, they commit a lot to come on down here, and it looks like they're going to have Jakiro and Rabbit now be side by side. It just feels very uncomfortable at the start of this for Newbee as far as where they want to be and how they want to farm up, with the exception of Moo, who's, you know, getting a lot, or as much as he can, out of this mid lane. He's got an impressive 33 CS, only next to S4, who's been chopping and spinning the hell out of bottom lane. So we'll see. Razor makes his return. Arteezy, where's he at on CS? 30 and 16, so he's still doing pretty good himself. We'll see where he looks to take it from here. Razor just really has been in the dark as of recent, so, and this isn't your usual Razor lineup that we've seen a la TI4, but he might need to be careful here. We got a smoke on Sanshang, and Banana also nearby. He's got good positioning though. Oh,
Dire's
yep, looks like they're going to pull
tower is
off.
being attacked.
Zai, he doesn't know they're there.
Dire's bottom tower under fire.
Nope, he does not. He's walking right into trouble. Sanshak's there, throws out the fissure. It's going to be a nice block, and he's going to tuck himself into a corner. Now he goes for the turn as the rotations come, gets up the early bit of goo, and Liquid Fire's going to lock him there. But here's Arteezy soaking up huge amounts of damage, and now he's going to begin to whip it home if he wants to. Banana could be in big trouble in this one. Fade Bolt, right click, one more. Got it right there. Rubik going to pick up that one. And when it's all said and done, it ends up being just a simple one for none. But look at the bottom lane. S4 is dancing around with Rubik. Now he gets the call out. Or not Rubik, Rabbit. Now Rabbit will have to walk away. But this is no respect right now in this bottom lane. They're just going to look to chop on this tower, and they don't have any care for this Rabbit Tidehunter.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
Arteezy going in for the dive onto Hal. Viper right behind, and I think Arteezy's not going to find a way out. Very slow now. He slowly burns down, and there's going to be the last hit. Boo gets that one, and it will be 3-2 now in favor of Secret. But here comes S4 from bottom lane. Still has that Vanguard, but he's thinking about making a sweep on in. He shows himself, but they'll wait. They still have Kuroki here nearby for maybe a potential setup.
Dire's middle tower taking damage.
It's S4. He's a man. He's got a Vanguard. He don't care about none of that crap. He's gonna go kill this bird, eat it for dinner, whatever. So go at it, chop it on down, and Kuroki might step out from this lane. And now Zai, who was formerly on the top position, is going to be working with mid. Him and Earthshaker, it looks like, are going to take a little bit of that me time to farm on up. Earthshaker at level 3 definitely needs it. But now Zai on his Bristleback does have his level 6, so does he decide to go down the tanky road as well? I mean, I imagine already with the Vanguard picked up on Axe, he could just go for the Crimson Guard, and maybe Zai could consider something like a pipe. Sanjin Yasha, oh. Oh man, they smoke and they find a beautiful stack of creeps that was originally laid out for Rabbit. Poor little Rabbit heading towards top lane to maybe make something happen with his Ravage. So they do make the go. S4 could be in trouble and he will go down, but maybe a bit of space created because they are robbing Newbee from behind their back right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they might not get away from it. Moo, scouts outside. Oh, 2 shots is all it takes. And now, okay, now they're like, okay, well, they're not able to get a hold of little Rubik, but they see that the damage has been done. So it's hard to say really who comes out on top. They are able to get the... Yeah, at least they paid.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
Well, it looks like Rabbit now is just going to have to accept the reality that he's going to do it the old-fashioned way. He does have his arcane boots, however. And Moo is able to throw together his mechanism. So they definitely have the substance in case the jump in does come, but I'm still feeling like this is going to get out of hand pretty quick. You have a lot of frontliners here. S4 is already going to go into farming up that Blink Dagger. He's got one double stack right here. And I imagine Puppy, who we haven't seen a lot of, he's been working with these stacks and creeps and pulling them back. He's being the babysitter.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Ooh, happens to walk on away and out of an ice path. Fissure does connect, but that point, they're so deep. They're questioning their commitments. Stonegate's going to be popped as he makes a go onto S4, and the Ravage will fly out. They get Kuroki, and now they're making a go onto Zai. And he's showing them their back as best as possible. Puppy is able to show up, but he's got no more mana for a shallow grave, so he can't save him. So Zai will go down. It's a 2 for none. S4, who is tangled up here with Hal and Medusa, pulls out the call, gets the dunk onto Banana. Now is running on forward, trying to body block Hal a bit. And then he ends up reverting back. So when it's all over, it looks like it ends up being a, what, 2 for 1? Did they take down Kuroki initially at the beginning of that? So it's 2 for 2. There it is, 2 for 2. Only a slight advantage right there for Newbee. Yeah. More or less good execution from Secret. Very experienced players here. They've been around the block, so they know exactly what a Tidehunter is going to do, what a Tidehunter needs to do when he doesn't get the farm, so they just hit it one step ahead. That's how Secret seem to be playing, man. You get one thing going, Secret already got 4. So for now, Sansheng migrates through the bottom lane, puts down the ward, and they'll just go back to finding out what kind of farm they can get. But mid-game is getting ready to develop here, and you got an Axe who's about to get ready to put that Blink online. It certainly helped out that he got that dunk onto Banana, because he's going to have his Blink shortly after this big stack of the Ancient Camp, and I imagine things are going to get a bit harder here for Newbee, as if they weren't hard enough.
The Servant Supreme.
So now, Blink is online here for S4, and they ping out mid lane, looking to make it happen. How would be the prized target? He is invested fully into the ultimate orb. Probably going for that straight to Scotty build that we just saw prior to this. So with that, might have to be a bit careful. Ward expires and they plant one of their own. Kuroki will wait it out in the front for now, but this could be a big one here for Secret. If they get this win, they take down this tier 4 and options open up for a potential Roche. Now that both these tier 1s on both the bottom and mid lane have been taken care of, access for a quick TP from Newbee, not going to be as easy. Arteezy right now is adding pressure to top lane, but he does certainly have a TP if necessary. Same goes for S4. So they have eyes on this mid lane. In fact, it looks like Puppy actually put out the weave here onto How. There could be potential to jump somewhat soon. Oh, the jump is going to happen on top, but he's not going to get the call off. And immediately 2 TPs fly out from Newbee. One's going to be canceled, and they, well, just pull away. Yeah. Yep. And now the stolen Viper Strike goes on to Hal, but Hal just walks on back. Meanwhile, Rabbit doing with one of the stacks he can actually get for himself. But look at this. Secret knows. Yep, Secret knows. They get their smoke and they creep on forward. And Rabbit's going to be in trouble. There's the jump in, there's the call. He has the Ravage, but by that point he is absolutely dead. S4 gets the dunk off, and EG finally find their kill. They look bottom, then they go for mid, and, well, it's Rabbit who's going to be served up.
Dire's bottom tower under fire. At last, the beast
That was a dunk on a courier.
Dire's courier is
That was S4 walking up and just, oh, free courier, dunk.
Dire's bottom
Okay.
tower is being attacked.
And now Newbee have no courier, just like that. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Jump in call on the move. We'll see how tanky this Viper is. Now the weave's out. The armor begins to deplete. It looks like it's going to get a nice steal on the fissure. Use it on the move. Desperation Echo Slam comes on forward. Ravage is there with the Ravage, but he holds onto it and waits as he gets called out. Ravage will fly. S4. The Grave will expire, but he's still okay for now. Is able to blink out and walk away. Kuroki, however, is going to be roasted and toasted. Arteezy walks back, goes back in, but here comes Zai. Now dishes out the big quill damage. Move. Gooed up, but here comes Hal, pops up the Stone Gaze. Zai slowly creeping away from this one. Dual Breath is going to be there. Puppy has a Grave. 2 more seconds, but it's going to be too late. S4 back from before, jumps in, gets the dunk, and takes down Jakiro. Another weave flies out just to go. How long this fight's been going? That was 2 weaves.
Radiant's middle tower is being
Man,
attacked.
oh man. That looked like that was going to be the big moment there for Secret 2. When Zai showed up, it was like, okay, this is it. They're going to start to fall, but it was Hao who showed up, popped the Stone Gaze, and things dramatically turned around.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Eyes on top. House shows up, but he could have just showed up to his own demise. They already have eyes on this Medusa. Arteezy's here, so is S4. They are rounding the bend. This tower's very low and tasty. Will he get the deny? Gets the deny, and it looks like he will walk away. So Secret linger in the area, but they don't look to go for a commitment, perhaps just knowing that too many newbie members are missing from the map and don't want to risk a big counter fight where they end up losing in the end.
Radiant have fortified their towers.
Here we go, TP in, they're gonna make the jump, they can hold a Moo. A second attempt here. Moo already goes out and so does the weave, but Moo is gonna be in big trouble. They're trying to do this, no Ravage, but they have it now if they need it. And Arteezy's already on the hunt, going for Banana on the left-hand side. They're looking to finish off Moo, they get it there with the dunk. 2 already go down. Rabbit runs away, he can't use this Ravage, he needs to save it when he has everyone at the ready, so San Sheng helps him get the passage out with that Fissure, but it's Secret who still come out big. They take down 2, and now they're looking to take out the tier 1 tower mid. They'll need to wait at least for their precious Moo Viper to come back, or will they? They do have Echo Slam and Ravage, plus with Hao. I don't know how much of a defense they can do it with just the 3 of them.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
There's the Fissure. It's Arteezy, but not on the blocking side, so the tower will go down. Rabbit will, yep. So they have to pull away. Secret come out. Big winners there, taking down 2, taking down the tower, and a nice little deny to add a little spice on top of it. Puppies, just taking that extra bit of goal away from Newbie. So with that, their net worth begins to climb up towards the 6K mark. We're at 9-9, but it definitely feels like Secret are very much in control of this game. If they're not able to complete their objectives, then things could prove to be a bit more trouble if Hao's able to put together the farm, but as it stands right now, I think Secret feel pretty confident.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Newbie might know that. Maybe they're looking to catch out Secret while they're trying to D-ward and stuff. And oh, a very tempting DD rune. But if they take it and see it, they know that they're smoked up. But Puppy, oh, wrong place, wrong time, buddy. And he just sees the whole Newbie team. Hi, how you doing? And gets absolutely annihilated. But this is now, yeah, this is Newbie's chance. They got the DD. They go into the Roche. And Secret they're not looking to contest right now, it looks like.
Dire's structures
They know
are
this is happening,
fortified.
I would feel, with
Dire's
Puppy
top
scouting out the
tower
whole
is
team there.
under siege.
And not seeing them on the map at this point, you know that they're doing Roche, so they'll just confidently continue to farm and split push for now.
Dire's top tower is being attacked. The Dire have murdered Roshan purely for sport. It's not even about the Aegis.
Here's Hal, back on top lane now to finally start a bit of that split push here from Secret. But now Newbee gets something going for themselves after what's been a pretty lopsided game to this point. With a good pick on Puppy and now a follow-up with the Roche. And it looks like with this extra life, they can wait a bit. They can itemize, and then it's going to be their turn if they want to look to take some towers, because they certainly need it. For my God, they only have this mid-tier one, which was denied, mind you. Bottom tier one's still there, top tier one's still there. They're actually pretty full on life. There's a lot of gold on the map. Newbee just needs to take it, but that might be too hard. This is Secret after all, and TZC's Moo already pulls out the damage reducer, sucking it all up, and there's S4. Moo is just going to be... Yep. There's nothing else you need to say. Moo's dead now, and rest in pieces to him. But that's a sweet pick. Exchange there for Secret. And with that, they can add a little bit of pressure, maybe go for their own tier 2 in this mid lane if they'd like. Oh, a jump in again for S4. Rabbit. There's going to be no day of a Ravage for you. Unfortunately, the calling did miss, but it doesn't matter. They take him down anyways, but now they put their focus onto this tier 2 tower. Another pick off, another good jump in. S4 has been doing a real number with his axe play in the DAC so far. It's the insta-cast as well that Rubik does. It's just beautiful. Very, very good. And he's probably just going to save it. He can get a Blink Dagger. Why not, right? That makes for easy snaggins. Because, well, you got plenty of options. Aside from that Fissure, of course, there's always the Ravage. Anytime you see Viper, it's a free Viper Strike. Hell, even Stow Gains wouldn't be too bad from Hal. So, tier 2, very low on life here on the bottom lane. And we got to see what Newbee want to do here. They still have that Aegis on Hal. So, they need to find a time to really make use of it.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
It's probably going to just be a bit of what we saw in the LGD game, where they just beautifully stall out and play a bit more passive and just do stuff on their own terms. Well, you get on bottom, that's cool. We'll just go for mid. If you pull back, we'll just go elsewhere, and you just run up and down the map, and we wait for that Aegis to go away. When that Aegis disappears, we're going to come for you, and we're going to have your number. It just feels like that seems to be the model for Secret right now. They go from mid, now they crawl up to top. And meanwhile, Newbee are just somewhere halfway between, kind of spread apart from each other, not looking to really move as a unit. And this is just time on the clock, ticking and ticking. They really are all over the place. Got a nice little congregation over here, all jointly doing their ancients before they could get possibly nabbed up once more. Nearby, Kuroki scouting out Invis here. He sees him up by that side shop. Not looking to do much about it quite yet, but now he is walking right over a Newbee ward, like right next to a Newbee ward. The little monocle guy is staring at his face, and he's got to be careful here. Newbee creep on forward. Don't look too suspicious. He might be able to get a quick pick, but no. Kuroki walks away. I'm building up a lot of hype for something that just was not going to be happening whatsoever. That's the fact. Probably get it right there. There it is. Fade Bolt to blink. Why not? Arcane's up, and what about Zai? Zai's got that Sanjin Yasha already, looking to build up into his own personal BKB. Or he got the Ogre Club. Damn near got the hammer. So he's going to be very close to having it. And Medallion is pretty much all Puppy needs. Just Medallion and some wards, and your Dazzle job is done. If you're occasionally able to get some XP and some levels and make your weave even better, that's cool too. He's like one of those heroes like, you know, like Disruptor and stuff, where just him being there, having the skills is really what counts. I mean, given, hopefully you're not going to be too squishy, but you know what I mean. We'll see if that's something he goes for. For now, it looks like Newbee would love to be able to bait out How. There's no vision on the high ground there for Secret to see that they have a lot of them parked behind. But Secret are still doing their own thing. Walking as their own group. They'll quickly nab up the bounty. It's a very high tension game right now from both sides. Just not looking to really venture out too much on their own. The buddy-buddy system certainly in effect right here. Yeah. Except for they don't know he's there, but he's taking away their farm, so once they do venture out to their own woods, they'll see that there's nothing to take, and that's going to be unfortunate for them. That's true. He's feeling pretty confident here, but now he opts to pull back. And wow. We're going to have a pause coming out from Puppy, of all people. Oh, goodness. Oh, good. Oh, goodness. Yay. Oh, did you DC? No? All right. No, I didn't see that. Oh, wow. No, for me it was S4. Puppy, it was Puppy who did first, so I saw the Puppy pause initially. I'm like, oh, how how funny. But it looks like there was just a bit of a, everyone got breached or something. But we're all back into the game, and it looks like we'll get back and underway. So with that, nothing really was breaking out unlike last game, where it was like right in the middle of a freaking heyday. For here though, Zai just kind of walking away from the top for now. Secret continue their own bit of farm here. I mean, Zai has already got his BKB, and he's got an Ogre Club. Interesting. Oh, an Active Scepter. Yeah, he's probably got the early strength component. Okay. I just haven't seen Razor in so long. Welcome back. About 28 minutes in, S4 is absolutely farmed at this point. It's 5, 1, and 2. And, well, he's got about 3,700 gold still saved up. Already on top of a BKB with still a fresh 9 seconds left. So, top of the net worth, mind you. How often are you going to see an Axe at this point in the game? Top of the net worth above this Medusa, above this Razor. So, 4K gold, what the hell is he saving up for? Is he going to get a heart? He's getting something in one lump sum. That way, when they do engage, they're gonna be like, "Holy crap! Axe has a blah blah, whatever it may be." Yeah, I think that's good. Good surprise factor. He holds a lot of that reliable gold, at least for now, and he'll go to town here on the bottom. But Secret are happy to stall out. It looks like, even though you're going to get some Medusa, which is one of the last heroes you really want to be stalling out against. But they feel confident up, at least for now. Even the supports are bringing in a wealth of farm. You know, obviously Kuroki already put together that Blink Dagger, and well, it looks like it is the Agnems now complete on Arteezy, and they TP towards mid. It looks like it's time to make a go. Top lane, Newbee want to breach our tier 1 tower. We'll stall it out, at least for now. Do they look to engage? Not even going to make it easy for a tier 1 tower? Oh, the deny. That's 2 denies, by the way. So, oh, they put out the weave, and Newbee just instantly peace out. Oh, they're missing. They want to fight. Let's get the hell back. They played extra safe. Oof. S4 instantly sees a Viper, but they're not too distracted by it. They're still smoked, but Newbee are not going to be going out anytime soon. Bottom of the lane is the only area that's safe. Outside the other door, on the bottom of the world, away from anywhere a secret could be.
I knew they couldn't stay away.
See here how they're able to take down these ancients. Nope. Very close. Very close. I'm ready for them to breach here. This has been a build-up for quite a while. It could be one and done. Another one and done kind of a game where they're able to go right towards the base and get the job done. Or you go for Roche, maybe bait out an opportunity from Newbee to force him into a fight or a bad spot. This is like, they see each other's wards down. They know Secret have vision on this high ground, but they don't want to move in because then S4 can make the jump and grab them. So Newbee are in a very awkward position right now where they know what's going on, but they can't exactly find a good way to get in there without risk putting themselves in a very bad position. Their lanes are beginning to push on in. Rabbit's way far and behind right here with a Ravage, so it's going to be an easy Roche right there for Secret. S4 sees if he can dash on in and get a hold of anyone, but Newbee have already forfeited it. So Newbee are in a very defensive state, very passive, just curled up in a ball at this point, maybe hoping to just find some farm and go for a solid defense, and that defense might have to be in their own high ground, unfortunately. Just feels like that whole big opportunity. I mean, there's not going to be a good opportunity for the jump in Ravage big Echo combo. People, you know, you think it's easy, jump in Ravage and Echo and you got the win. There's 3 BKBs on Secret side. They could just easily go golden, boys, and then all of a sudden you're worthless. You've just committed so much. So yeah, and at this point, Artesia hasn't had to use his own BKB. He's got the full fresh 10 seconds on it. Zai's got full 10 seconds on it. They didn't have to take fights. They didn't want to do worthless BKB pops. They've been saving them for this moment. And when you only got 1 Ravage to work with and 1 Echo and 1 set of stun, like, you better make it count. And there's not going to be a good window of opportunity. At this point, Secret's so farmed that they'll get what they want done within that 10-second window. It's just... it's going to be rough here for Newbee. I mean, they don't get much done in the base, but they're just adding the pressure there, and then they pull back. It's like suffocation right now for Newbee. So with that, Newbee are able to move down and finally get rid of that pesky ward on the high ground. Though the Roche has already been done, the value of that vision isn't too important to Secret for now, so they're still full in control on what they want to do. Zai pulls all the way on back here, but he's the Aegis holder. So with that bit of confidence and now 2k gold farmed up, what do you farm here for your Bristleback at this point? You already got your Sanjin Yashin, your BKB, your defenses are all together. Does he not pick up something maybe like an AC to add a little bit of that minus armor? Additional minus armor out there already on top of his goo and the Dazzle ultimate? I'm sure they're going to get something. One of them's going to get it, and it's going to be a bigger benefit to their team. They don't really need much more of a benefit at this point. Newbee, I mean, look at them. They don't know. If we look at their view, it's like we can see the top rune area. That's it. We don't know what the hell's going on anywhere else. We're just sitting inside where it's safe. If we go out there, if we go outside of our bubble, the bad guys are going to get us. That's just what it feels like. They're just waiting. They can't do anything, and Secret are taking all the farm off the map. All of it. It looks like they take that ward and put it right back. So they'll leave it up. I mean, I don't know if that's like a foreseeing into the future that they're just going to stall out again and wait for the next Roche before they really end it and get themselves into the base. There is the DD, the good old magical mighty rune, which could be a game changer itself. This is Secret's game at their pace. If they want to get rid of it, then so be it. But for now, it feels like they're in full control, and when they want to look to execute, it's on their call. But will it be enough though? It's going to be tricky. I mean, she's going to need the armor, or what she can get. I mean, with the goose coming out, the weave will probably be deployed on her head. And you always have Arteezy there sapping away whatever bonus damage she's trying to get for herself. So it's going to be tricky. But if Medusa does have the opportunity, if Hao gets himself in a good position, maybe on top of the hopeful big Ravage Echo Slam with BKBs maybe already down or not in an optimal point, then maybe she can unload the right click. But it would only be like the beginning. They would need to make like 2 or 3 big fights to really take this game back.
Invisibility. Shadow wave.
Able to have
Oh, they're just toying with us now.
a bit of a slip up here, but we're back in it, and sure enough, nothing has happened, so don't worry. Sorry about that brief moment. You can picnic and go crazy all you want, but we're back at it. 11 to 10, still Secret, well in dominance here. You can see it's just been a subtle climb all the way up to a 15K net worth lead. About 40 minutes in, it's only been 21 kills. Not the most action-packed, but more technical here. Secret have been holding a commanding lead through the game, and they are not letting go of anything. They're not giving Newbee any sort of easy opportunity, and have pretty much herded them like sheep back up into their own base. Not feeling comfortable enough to even go out and find the bits and scraps of farm. So, and what oh yeah, absolutely. They know that if one slip up by either team, you're either allowing Newbee to come right back into it, because I imagine if they are to take this one fight, there's going to be one hell of a rubber band that could bounce back the other way. And if Hao, let's say, picks up a double, triple kind of a kill, maybe gets a bounty here and there, then he's going to have the next big item instantly. And then your next fight becomes a little bit more difficult. And then a little bit more difficult. Next thing you know, it's Newbee on the swing back. So Secret also, they got to also make sure they do this at the right time. But Roche is up. They actually did stall all the way from run Roche to the next one. Remember last time they got the Roche, they, I believe, cleaned out the last outer tower and then did some damage to the tier 3 inside the base. That's how timid both teams took the whole Aegis phase. But, oh, MKB.
Radiant's
So that
middle tower is
butterfly
being attacked.
on Hao is now no problem here for your Bristleback.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
Oh, they go for the D-Ward, but S4 gets a hold of it and jumps in. That's how cautious you have to be. Oh, the dunk goes out, but it's not enough. Stone Gaze to zone them back. And Secret now, with that, they do sacrifice their BKB, but I think they got to feel a lot more confident if they want to go for the Roche here. No Stone Gaze up. That's not too shabby, but we'll see if that's going to be the call, and sure enough it is. So with that, Secret go in, they'll do their Roche, they'll get their Aegis, and they probably charge right towards the Newbee base.
Goodbye, Roshan. You majestic, fearless stallion.
That's going to be rough. Pause will fly out here, unfortunately, but the Aegis holder is going to be Bristleback once more. And with that BKB, he can get the most optimal damage out there. Bristleback and Medusa, two fighters who love a long-winded fight, and getting more and more out of the quills and out of the ultimate, and, well, now he can get more pot shots in with that MKB. Cheese is going to be in the hands of Arteezy, so now he can really get into the mix with that, but looks like it's just a pause. No one said why, but it did come out from, well, the Team Secret side. So you're thinking that Newbee, they need to fight now, even into the Aegis, that this is their best chance to kind of make something happen, maybe go for a flank kind of a play and catch him off guard?
When last we left our heroes,
All right, so we'll see if Newbee feel the same way as Hao continues to just farm up what he can through the jungle. Same goes for Moo here, who had been pretty much stuck in a position after getting his Manta style and holding this Vipe booster, not really developing too much more after the Viper. It's clearly more all in the back of Hao's Medusa at this plate. So we'll see here. S4 finally got to use his BKB, or actually no, he did use it once before, but takes it down another notch, 8 seconds, still plenty of time to work with here, and it looks like he's still got the early makings of the halberd he wants to put together. That could definitely do problems onto Medusa, who did not go the Lincoln's build, mind you, so she will be nerfed significantly if he gets a hold of that. Okay, we see here, they're going to cross over to the side shop. Secret nearby. No vision there for Newbee. Same goes for Secret. They don't see each other.
Regeneration.
Oh, they dance close, but man, they can't commit. S4 scouts out Moo, but doesn't know who else is nearby. Makes the ping call. They might go for it here. Arteezy leading out the charge. Not S4. Maybe looking for S4 to have the follow-up, but yeah, but he's still getting big damage from it. Time to go in. Maybe he uses that damage right now. We'll see. Oh, this is going to be one and done. It's going to be a defensive weave called out from Puppey. And now they begin to soak it on in. Zai, mind you, has the Aegis, but it's going to be the jump on the Sandshing here from S4, and he's able to take him down, mano-y-mano. Hal's able to pop up the Stone Gaze, and Zai's able to turn his back. They walk away, look away. Stolen Stone Gaze now to be used from Kuroki the other way. And now it's going to be Secret looking to unleash. The Ravage was called out. Kuroki, is he able to get in and maybe potentially snag it? Zai comes back to the second life, and Hal goes down. The big dunk flies through. S4, wicked sick. Moo. Manta's the last second, but it's not enough. Buyback now has to come out from Hal. He's looking to get re-engaged, and here comes the rotation back from Newbee. Still a tier 3 stance after all is said and done. Secret pull away, and I mean, they win the fight. It's, look at that. It's going to be 5 for 1 with the 2 buybacks, but still no structures take down. Man, oh man. So, Secret, we gotta think what we do from here. We expended a lot, but so did Newbee. S4 made the jump there onto Sancheng and took him out of the mix before he can get anything off, so I suppose they do still have an Echo Slam if they can make some plays happen from here, given that Secret don't have that Aegis any longer. But I don't know, that's a bit of a tall order here, but nonetheless, they might have stalled this game out even further at this point. But the pauses continue. And, well, I can see we have a whole new audience tuning in. I know our game is probably taking longer than most. With all these pauses, it's driving me mad. But here we go. We're going to get back and underway here. Secret versus Newbee. Obviously, Secret, the huge favorites coming into this one. I mean, a month ago or whatever, you wouldn't think if you put Newbee against Secret, it would be like 80-20 odds. But sure enough, it is. I guess Newbee are making him sweat it out. I'm still not convinced quite yet that Newbee really have enough to breach and take it back towards Secret. It would take a couple of pretty significant fights, and if Secret want to, they could just starve out Newbee even further, stall out a bit more, and maybe wait for the next Roche. And Newbee, they consider maybe contention. Make it a rapier. Just make it a rapier already, How else are you going to do it, buddy? Just get the good old DR together and really hit it home onto Secret, and that could be their final hurrah. If it was Havost, it was Illidan, why not? So we'll see if that is going to be the choice, or like you said, the MKB. But for now, Puppey lays down a nice little lane ward, and Rabbit, okay, he makes himself forced to the low ground to TP away from any sort of trouble. Zai briefly scouts him out, but really can't do a lot to stop him, especially if he's not close enough to hit him with that MKB. So, more or less, Secret continue to farm from top to bottom here. As far as net worth, though, you can see Medusa's actually taking the top right now, 23K. But then right thereafter is, of course, S4's Axe, TZ's Razor, and then, of course, that will leave Zai's Bristleback. So, more or less, all Secret with the exception of just Medusa, the lone hope for Newbee. There's just no farmer resources out there, and whatever there is, they got to give it to How. Medusa, she's got the hammer. The hammer in addition to her demon sword, so just stack it on the damage, it looks like, at least for now. That's been interesting. Maybe just valuing the extra damage boost, knowing that any moment Secret could just go for the jugular. There's going to be the jump in from S4, trying to Sancheng again. Gaze is going to be popped. The dunk already comes on out, and S4 gets what he wants done. And now Arteezy, frozen solid, looking to go into the mix. And the pull is right in the middle of the fight. Are you kidding me? A bit of lag, unfortunately, it says here for Newbee. Puppey, no surprise, not too happy about it. But as it looks right now, Arteezy still standing. He's currently sapping up what is a lump sum of damage. Oh man, oh man. Okay, well, here we go. Banana there and behind. Needs 4 more seconds for a follow-up ice path. This BKB. And a couple of seconds left. Very awkward stuff, but hey, look who's back and behind. Rabbit has a Ravage at the ready here. This could be Newbee's chance, but look who's waiting on the sideline as well. Kuroki's there. You could steal that Ravage if he jumps in. This is going to be very interesting. Okay. Arteezy looks to walk away, continuously draining out that damage. BKB is still active here. Rabbit comes forward, gets out the Ravage. It gets stolen instantly from Kuroki, and now they're waiting, holding it for now. Arteezy goes back in. Shallow Drake's going to be popped. There's the Ravage that was stolen. It gets connected. But here's How, still alive, pushing him back out. Secret got to walk away from this one. Instant telekinesis lift as Rabbit's able to jump on forward. Kuroki, though, gets slowed down. Scotty, Gem hits the deck. Newbee put up a solid defense, and it's Secret now on the way out. They only lose their tier 3 when it's all said and done. And look at this. That is a
Radiant's
6,
bottom tower
7K
is being
bonus
attacked.
lead right now for Newbee. The slowest dip, but it's a start.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
All right, there's the weave. Are they making it go? Look who's behind. Oh, S4. Oh, almost got a hold of the corner with another dunk, but couldn't get it. Now he has to pop his BKB and looks to go forward towards Yao, but he's actually got to run. Hao is going to slowly wear him down. There's Sansheng, catches him with the stun, force forward. Now the Manta illusions up in the head are going to be slowing him down even further. But luckily, he could soak up a damn hit of damage. This guy can take a licking and keep on kicking. I tell you what, S4 gets the hell out of there, and Newbee will pull away. Oof. I bet. Very questionable pause, unfortunately, in the midst of that fight as far as what the hell was happening. But Newbee are able to at least hold off for now. Secret, they got to get that Roche. Roche, the new timer will pop up momentarily. Having the benefit of that would certainly help out in another go towards that mid lane to finish off what they started. And for Newbee, now they got to feel a bit more confident about maybe putting in contention. I mean, now they got the refresher complete on Rabbit. Double Ravage in order. Speaking of refresher, S4 picks one up himself. Double Dunkage, double Halberd, double BKB, double everything. Double Shivas. All right. They still haven't been able to throw together that AC though, which could also be super helpful. It looks like Arteezy's trying to get one together. He has the plate mill and about 1900 gold. But that could have certainly been very useful in some of these engagements with the extra benefit from a little bit extra minus armor. Well, we're going to have another pause. Apparently we have more lag. Yes! Fantastic. So just a reminder, folks, what wave is this? We're in heat number 6, and we still got 2 more games to go for today. Blaze is going to be joining me for the next 2, and should be a jolly old time. But for our matchup at hand here, it's still Secret versus Newbee. And, well, we'll see. Do you think Newbee would be the smart choice for them to contest this Roche and make a go, or do they continue to slow play it until Medusa has built up that said rapier and then tries to go for another high ground defense? Ready, Freddy, says both of them, and we'll give it another go. So with that, Rabbit already farming out these ancient stacks. The Roche timer is pretty damn small. Good for us. We can get action right away. So with that, about 10 more seconds. We'll see. Newbee already have the upper hand being so close. There is no ward up there, as they do have the gem on hand to scout out and see. If we look at Secret's vision, you can see they are going to be completely in the dark as far as the side of the Newbee map. And for the Newbee side, they need to get someone behind enemy lines here and maybe provide that bit of vision. So it looks like Moo's on the job. He'll move on forward here, but the pings are already out. So we'll see if Newbee tried to get in there first. Unfortunately, they don't have that good luck of getting a DD by it, but they'll take the bounty. Uh-oh. Look at Secret here. They smoke up.
Radiant's bottom tower is
They're going into the Newbee woods. This is going to be interesting because Newbee already coming out from the Secret side here. They could end up meeting each other by the secret shop. Zai's looking to come in, scouts him out, moves forward, BKB, and gets a hold of Hao. Hao's going to be forced to BKB and pop the Stone Gaze, and there goes S4. They're trying to move away from the Medusa. Now they turn back, but they're eating a lot of right-click damage. Follow-up, Ravage is going to be there. Ravage stolen, that's the second one. Echo Slam, and he goes down. Sansheng, double kill for him. Puppy locked in the corner, but it looks like Newbee are going to be coming out on top of this fight, and a Roche is going to be available for grabs. Newbee are on the verge of coming back and going towards Secret. Another big lump sum change, 4,200 gold about, back the other way. It looks like Hao is, forget the Roche, I'm going bottom. He is running on down there, maybe seeing if he can at least get a couple of buybacks out, I suppose, on the side of Secret, but how did we come to this point?
Under fire.
That's return. The war may now
There it is. He gets what he wants. The two buybacks come out and they pull away. Oh, Secret know this is happening. Did Newbee have the damage to take it down quick enough? Oh, I don't think so. There goes Zai, pops his BKB. Roche is not even down to half-life. He goes right for Sansheng. He could be in trouble. Hao steps back, pulls out the Stone Gaze, and actually catches Arteezy. And now, Hao's trying to focus fire Zai down. Zai will drop, and now Mu looks to turn back onto Arteezy. Arteezy's in trouble. He's going to be brought down here from the big right-click damage. S4's trying to do something about it. Gets the kill onto Viper, but there goes Arteezy. Now Rabbit and company turn onto S4. S4 drops him. Hao still good and ready. Sansheng back once more, gets the stun off, and they run away from Hao. Now we're in an awkward position here. Kuroki able to jump on in and gets a hold of Sansheng on the other side of the fissure. So he goes down. Hao is going to be the lone survivor, and he is getting the hell out of here. Oh my god, what do I do? He is going towards the side shop, and he doesn't end up getting a TP. He actually is looking to go back towards the Roche. Secret are looking to finish off the Roche now. They don't have anyone but S4 to do the damage, but it looks like that could be enough. Hao's actually blocked out. The stolen fissure from Kuroki keeps him away from the Roche pit. Now he shows up, but they already blink away. Now they're looking for an engagement. Do they throw him up to the high ground? Nope, up and down. Puppy goes to the high ground to get away. The Shallow Grave will save him. And now Rabbit and Hao, hand in hand, head towards Kuroki, who he's going to get his own way out. He's got a TP scroll. He says goodbye. And Secret, well, they walk away. It's an Aegis in hand for Kuroki of all people, but Secret will take it. I actually don't mind this pause. I need a second to breathe. Can we just have a moment, for God's sakes? Oh my God. This game went from so passive and calm to like high octane at the drop of a hat. That was a huge turnaround there for Newbee. This all started, I mean, mind you, Secret had total control. Look at that. 25K plus. Woo, as it goes right back down towards the 10K mark already. Cut right in half. Mostly due to Hao. Hao is 5.2K. Where is he at on his buyback? He does have one. He needs to obviously hold it. But the dream would have been for Newbee to really contest, get a hold of that Aegis, have it, and then maybe go for the Divine Rapier comeback kind of a play. But Secret do a good job contesting even without having everyone involved, and it looks like they might have prolonged this that much further. Yeah, it's getting to that point.
Okay, we're unpaused. Go, 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 go.
Back
kill,
and ready.
Kill, 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 kill,
Here we
kill.
go. Secret put down Obs up here in the Newbee side. Looks like maybe a future plotting for maybe a push towards the top part of the Newbee map here. And with that, it looks like Tidehunter's going to have not one but two Ravages at the ready. And that was definitely a big game changer for them in the last fight. So now we're at that point where these BKBs actually are starting to wither down a bit. Suddenly, S4 has a 5-second BKB. Arteezy, 5 seconds on him. Zai, 7. So not quite as long as it used to be, not quite as luxurious. There's going to be a Ravage that will connect eventually, unless Secret are to get the jump first. So we'll see if they get that opportunity. Newbee are pretty close right now to each other. I keep saying that this could end up being a one and done, but that is definitely not the case. Pre-shiv is pop in, makes the go, gets a hold of Hal, and they immediately focus fire move, and they get the dunk off they can. But now the Soge is going to be popped. They look to run on away. There's going to be the first Ravage follow-up. Second Ravage also going to connect. Zai is immediately going to be taken down. But Puppy, the last second, gets off the shallow grave. The stolen Ravage comes out from Kuroki. Banana self-heals to save him at the last second. Zai somehow slipping it away down below. Turns the corner, gets the quill up. He's still fine for now. Hunts down Ravage. They get a hold of each other. The supports and Zai go toe-to-toe. Meanwhile, on the other side, look at this. S4 and Arteezy go right into the base, and they go into the racks. Oh man, Hal, the only lone survivor of Newbee. It was a valiant effort to make the comeback, but it looks like Secret are going to be going right for the jugular. Glyph is going to be popped, but you cannot stop them. Slowly and surely, they will crumble down. Still a cheese on hand, but it looks like Newbee are not going to be able to get the win. It was so close, it looked like, but so far. And now Hal, final effort here. S4 is just cool. Right clicks you got, bro. There's my dunk. And it's over. Newbee with that loss, I believe, are going to be done with the DAC. They are going to be stuck in a bottom 4 position. Don't quote me on that, but I'm almost certain. And, well, Secret remained to be the one and only undefeated team, now going up to 9-0. Wow.